The weekend box office numbers are in, and Sony's Think Like a Man 2 came in at #1, making $30 million, a slight drop from the $33 million it made opening weekend by the first film. In the second spot is 22 Jump Street, taking in $29 million with How to Train Your Dragon 2, and in third, making $25 million. Rounding out the top 5 are Jersey Boys, and the fourth spot making $13 million on its opening weekend, and Disney's Maleficent also making $13 million, bringing its 4-week total up over $521 million. Wow. Pocket change, Disney. Dennis, any surprises with this week's box office numbers?
No major surprises, though I thought Think Like a Man 2 would have done a little bit more because it was coming off a decently successful first movie, but perhaps being in June where there's more stiff competition. There wasn't anything big opening this past weekend, though. With How to Train a Dragon 2, kind of a little surprised because it kind of goes against what we were talking about last week about it having more legs and being able to sustain like animated movies do. It dropped 50%. In the first movie, after its first weekend, only dropped 34%. So we don't know if that's going to be able to maintain, you know, and get to the status of where the first one was. And Jersey Boys, I mean, we had talked about it before on the show. We kind of knew it wasn't going to be a big hit. And I don't think Clint Eastwood has had a big hit since Gran Torino. His last several movies.
I don't even know that Gran Torino was a big hit.
It was for its budget. It made like $140-something million for like a $30 or $40 million budget. But all the rest of the ones that he's had since then have all been...
The weird baseball one?
Yeah.
Oh, with Amy
well, actually, that one he didn't direct.
He didn't direct that one, though.
That was, yeah, he starred in it, but he didn't direct it. But all the rest of them, like, I think Hereafter and Invictus and all that stuff, like, did okay.
Right. The big surprise to me, though, on this one was the first Think Like a Man movie was a really pleasant surprise to me because it just looked like a throwaway little comedy. But I actually laughed a lot watching the first one, like a lot more than I thought. I actually went and watched the first Think Like a Man 3 times in theaters. I thought it was really, really funny. And it opened to $30 million. So the first one opens with $30 million. And it's really good and has good legs and makes a pretty decent amount of money. You'd think that the second one would open a little bit bigger, but it didn't. It made less. Like it made like maybe 10% less, maybe like $3.5 million less than the original one. So not surprised it took first place. Little surprised that it only made 30. As far as How to Train Your Dragon 2, I mean, it dropped by less than 50%. It actually dropped less than 22 Jump Street did. Because I think in last week it was 10 million behind 22 Jump Street. I think this week it was like 1 or 2 million behind 22 Jump Street, something like that. So it was an okay drop. But remember, this upcoming week, again, no new children's movies. So I think we're going to continue to see, like, not $50 million legs, but I think we're going to continue to see How to Train Your Dragon making between $20 and $10 million for a number of weeks still to come. So I think it'll do okay, Schnepp.
You know, the strange thing that I see is 1, 2, and 3 are all sequels.
Right.
But number 1 is number 2, number 2 is number 2, and number 3 is number 2. They're all 2.
And I haven't seen Think Like a Man 2, but I can tell you 2 of those 3 sequels are awesome.
Right. No, I can say 2 of those. And one of those 2 sequels or 3 sequels is awesome. I haven't seen either Dragon 2 yet, but I can't wait to see Dragon 2.
So good.
Well, also though, with Think Like a Man 2, another surprising thing is remember Kevin Hart is a bigger star than he was when the first one came out.
True.
Right? Yet that didn't help the box office success.
I can't help but wonder if people are starting to get a little fatigued because they are firing out Kevin Hart films at a very rapid pace, and that's probably a good move. Like you want to strike while the iron's hot, but I wonder if people are starting to fatigue on it a little bit. I don't know that that's the case, and I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart, but who knows, maybe.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.